to this channel where we spread love and positive vibes. First of all is to apologize because yesterday we didn't upload the video. There was something that caught up with us and I could not upload the video. So I'm very sorry for those that waited for the video and they could not get it. But today we come again with a very interesting content about Jamaica. But before I bring that content, I want once again to thank our new subscribers and our returning subscribers. You are the real deal. We thank you so much for supporting us. Those that like our videos and those that comment down below, we really appreciate. Today, I want to talk about Jamaica and Africa are one. I was just watching a video whereby this Ghanaian was eating fufu. And I realized that whatever he was eating was similar to some Jamaican food I've seen people eating.
And then I scoop it.
You don't chew the fufu.
You don't chew it.
No, I swallow.
You just swallow it.
Yeah.
What? You don't. Okay, let me try again.
There is a lot of similarity in the food that we eat both here in Africa and in Jamaica. There is also a lot of similarity in our culture, the dances. There is a lot of similarity in what we do daily, the culture, and even the day-to-day activities. And today, I want to highlight how Africa is similar to Jamaica.
Though Ghana in West Africa and Jamaica in the Caribbean are almost 6,000 miles apart, you wouldn't believe how similar their culture and food is. Ackee, which is part of Jamaica's national dish, ackee and saltfish, originates in Ghana. Also in Ghana you have wachi, which is centered around rice and beans and is similar to rice and peas, another Jamaican national favorite. Also, both countries love plantain or plantain. The street food is so similar. In Ghana, you'll find fish pies that are like a less flaky version of Jamaican patties. You have bofra, a fried dough ball, which is like fried dumplings. And in Ghana, they have soft sweet tea bread, which is just like what Jamaicans call hardo bread. When you get hungry for a meal in Ghana, you'll find someone on every corner selling fish or okra stew with fufu, which when you think about it, is just like how Jamaicans have vendors selling fish or red pea soup with boiled dumplings. Seafood is loved in both countries too, especially grilled fish. In Jamaica, you have snapper, which often comes with bami, a fermented cassava bread. And in Ghana, you'll find tilapia, which often comes with banku, a fermented corn. When you're thirsty, you might get a fresh coconut to drink and then have it chopped to eat the jelly, which they do in both countries. And when it's time to go home, you might jump in a trocho, how they call it in Ghana, or a route bus in Jamaica. These places are so similar that I don't think people realize.
I'm going to start with the food. The foods that are similar here in Africa and they are also similar in Jamaica. I'm going to highlight, or rather, I'm going to base my content on two African countries, Kenya and Ghana, because I've seen that these two countries together with Jamaica, they share a lot when it comes to food. Now, we all know that Jamaica, one of the greatest loved meal is ackee and saltfish. All the Jamaicans appreciate and eat ackee and saltfish. And today, I'm going to show a similar dish that is prepared in Ghana, which is actually similar to ackee and starfish. Now, I came to realize that this meal, ackee and starfish, actually came from Ghana. So somehow, Ghanaians also eat ackee and saltfish because the original place where this meal came from was actually Ghana. In Ghana, there is what we call, there is a dish that is called wiki. Wiki. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it well, waki or wiki. Waki. In Ghana, there is this meal that they call waki. So I'm going to another meal. We have talked about ackee and saltfish. And we have seen that this meal originated in Ghana. Remember that Jamaicans' ancestors of the black Jamaicans actually came from West Africa and Ghana, and there is a lot of borrowed words from the two countries. So in Ghana, there is a meal they call waki. which is actually rice and beans. So there is a meal that is prepared in Ghana, which is rice and beans. Here in Kenya, especially in Kikuyu community, there is a meal that we prepare which consists of rice and beans, and we call it githeri. We call it githeri in my language. And in Jamaica, instead of preparing rice and beans, they prepare rice and peas. So by the way, in Kenya, we prepare rice and beans, exactly the same meal, rice and beans, but we also prepare beans and maize, and that is what we call githeri. But rice and beans is a common meal in Kenya. In Jamaica, they prepare rice and peas, and this is a meal that is prepared weekly. There is a particular day Jamaicans eat rice and peas. And you can see that in Kenya, we also eat rice and beans, and Ghana, they prepare waki, which is rice and beans. Also, both Jamaica and Ghana have plantain. Actually, plantain is cooked in Ghana, plantain is cooked in Jamaica, which is a very, very loved meal in Jamaica. We actually saw Dimwango talking about the plantain meal in Jamaica. Here in Kenya, plantain is a very, very common meal to those that have got money, because plantain is very, very costly in Kenya. And therefore, there is a meal consisting of plantain and, of course, the stew. Here in Kenya, they give you plantain and they give you something to accompany it, which we call the stew. You can be given a beef stew, a chicken stew to eat together with plantain. And you can see that this meal is also common in Jamaica. In Ghana, there is fish and peas, which is similar to Jamaican patty, which we call Jamaican patty. Jamaican patty is a duff that is prepared, and I think it's put chicken and also put beef inside, and then it is prepared. I don't know whether it is deep fried. Jamaicans in the house can tell us that, whether it is deep fried or whether it is boiled. But it has content inside. And Ghana, they prepare fish and peas. In Kenya, we have something we call samosas. Samosas is a duff prepared and shaped in a rectangular way. And some meat is put, some chicken can be put, some vegetables can be put, some potatoes can be put, and we have different kinds of samosas that have different contents inside, just like the Jamaican patty. Now, let us go to Ghana. In Ghana, there is the meal we call bofrot. Bofrot is a fried duff ball. And this meal, which is a fried duff ball, is also similar to Jamaica dumplings. Jamaicans prepare duff and then they boil it. So Ghanaians prepare bofrots, which is a fried duff balls, and in Jamaica they prepare dumplings, while here in Kenya we prepare something that we call mandazi. Mandazi is duff prepared so well and cut into pieces, and then we put baking powder, and then we deep fry it in hot oil, and that is what we eat for breakfast. It's called mandazi. So you can see that all these three countries are sharing similar meals. In Ghana, there is sweet bread. And in Jamaica, there is hando bread. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. Hando bread, which is eaten in Jamaica. Here in Kenya, we have a lot of bread. We have actually sweet bread, which is eaten in Ghana. We have the normal bread, which we actually use for breakfast. So we have bread, while in the other two countries, they also cook or prepare bread. In Ghana, we have a meal we call okra and fufu, which is prepared so well. Okra is prepared of different types of meat, the ones I've seen people preparing, and it is put a lot of pepper and a lot of tomatoes, and then they prepare something that they call fufu, which is actually similar to what we call ugari here in Kenya. Ugari, it is water is boiled, and then maize flour is put, and there is a lot of stirring until the ugari is ready. Marwa actually loves ugari, and we have seen in so many of his videos preparing ugari. But in Ghana, they prepare fufu, similarly to ugari, and then it is eaten using okra soup. In Jamaica, they prepare what they call fish, and they prepare fish and dumplings. They can prepare actually fish or red pea soup and dumplings, and that is boiled dumplings, and that is what they eat. You can see the similarity. These meals have stew. For Jamaicans, they prepare stew using fish or red pea soup, and in Ghana, they prepare okra as the stew for the fufu. In Kenya, we prepare ugari, and we can prepare it with the vegetables and the type of meat you want. So that it acts as stew, and you can see the similarity. Seafood is also common in all these countries. Ghana, they prepare fish and they eat it with bantu. Jamaica, they prepare snapper, and it is eaten with bami, which is fermented cassava bread. Here in Kenya, like I said, we can actually prepare ugari and cook it with different kind of vegetables so that it can be accompaniment. Coconut drinks are very, very common here in at the coastal area in Kenya, and they are common in Ghana. The coconut drink and jelly, they are found in the coastal area of Kenya, and it is also found in Jamaica. We also found there is a lot of similarity in the market prices. The way these people arrange the items to be sold is so similar. I saw a market in Kingston, and you can see the similarity between the market in Kingston and the market we have here in Nairobi called Kikomba. And there is also a lot of similarity in the markets that we see in Ghana. The public transport are so similar, it's only that they are given different names in different countries. Here in Kenya, we call them matatus, and they transport people from one place to the other. And in Jamaica, they also have public transport. In Ghana, there is public transport. And the way they call people to board those vehicles is similar, so similar here in Kenya and Jamaica and also Ghana. I saw Old Maya in Kingston, and he approached one of the towns in a matatu. Let me call it a matatu because that is what we call them here in Kenya, public transport. And the tout was using the same language that is used here in Kenya to make people board the vehicle. So there is a lot of similarity in Africa and West Africa and Ghana and Kenya and Jamaica. I cannot be able, sorry for that, I cannot be able to exhaust all the similarities between these two countries, but you'll find that the dances that are danced in Jamaica are so similar to the dances that are done in Ghana, because of course the Jamaicans originated from Ghana and they have borrowed a lot of culture from the Ghanaian people. So you can see Africans and Jamaicans, we are one. We are just separated by oceans and sea and the distance, but we are meant to be one, and one day we hope that we are going to unite and become one and celebrate each other's similarity and each other's differences. Thank you once again for watching me. Bye bye. See you during the next video, and God bless.